only version of this. Angel's currently getting his hand eaten alive by a cat.
By a really adorable cat.
If you're watching the video version of this, fun fact, this cat just followed me home one day.
Also
And
true.
I was like, I guess
I'm
I
out.
have a cat now. And yeah, just a feral cat that we've taken in. Named her Bootsy because looks like she has boots, and because of
Got
Bootsy
boots.
Collins.
It's a double whammy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool cat.
Whammy!
Whammy.
Well,
Do you have a fun travel story?
Yeah, Angel, you got a neat story to tell?
Tell us, Angel.
well, there's so many, so many
intrigued.
anecdotes.
It's the man of the world, Angel is, Tell about that time the Somali pirates. You're going to love this.
What a-
Actually, I'm not allowed to talk about that one.
Yeah, the feds did get involved.
It's maritime law is so tricky.
Well, Angel, when you show up with a boat with 50 new children on it, yeah, they kind of connect dots that you hope they wouldn't.
Like I said, we're just gonna move right past that one. Not allowed. But I don't know. What do you want to hear? There's so many damn. There's a lot of doozies out there. Give me a theme to choose from.
What about like when you're like traveling for gigs and stuff? Anything
Oh, yeah.
happen along that way or like?
You're Mr. Tour fella.
Yeah.
There has been plenty of very fun occurrences, very strange ones. Have I talked about Slab City on here?
No, you haven't. I think you briefly touched on it, but
I'll go over a decent amount of the story. So Slab City is I believe, a decommissioned like military site, not too far out of here, like in California somewhere. It's right by that Salvation Mountain art thingy, that big mountain.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But you keep going past that, which you shouldn't do, and you get to Slab City, which is allegedly, or it's titled, the last free place on Earth, or in America at least, because there really is no law. There's no like police jurisdiction out there, so it's pretty wacky. There's people in like Mad Max gear. There's just like kind of with their hot ass jugs of water offering you hot water in the summertime because they don't have anything to cool it. But there's this place out there called The Range, and that's where we played. Lots of old dusty couches for seats, and the stage is like a concrete slab. It's whatever.
To pause and slightly interrupt your story, did someone pay you to be there?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think money exists.
Okay, like I just realized that. I was like, they have nothing. Who paid? Why were you there?
I don't know how the show even got offered because I don't know how those people function and like advertise things. I know the guy's name was Bill, and he was a wild man as well. Some older hippie guy for sure. He was, I don't know, he seemed cool. It was an okay place at first. Like everyone seemed nice. It was like a big camp thing almost.
Once you get past the probably murder,
lots of nice
homey.
BO, and you're sweating your ass off because it's like June or whatever, and it's basically still Yuma heat. But we get out there, we play our show, which was everybody did okay considering the circumstances of playing in like the middle of nowhere. It's funny when people come up, just these hippies who live out in nowhere, and they're just like, "Hey man, can I have a shirt?" Yeah, they're like $20. Oh. And then they just walk away from you, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, these people don't have money. Why are we out here? Other than the experience." And then we get done packing up all our shit. That guy Bill, he's up there wailing on the guitar, screaming some weird music I've never fucking heard before in my life. I really wish I recorded it so I could show it to people. I would consider him that outsider music. But someone in the midst of us packing up, they come up and they have this like I think a ceramic pipe that they just had in this pouch that they handmade and like gave it to the bass player. And he was like, "Oh yeah, man, we should see all kinds of the cool shit we find out here in the desert. I found some explosives the other day." And it's like, "Yeah, we're not gonna go hang out with this guy then." and he said he lived in an abandoned water tower that was like turned on its side. So he had the biggest place in all of Slab City, according to him. And I wonder if he
God.
sets off explosives in his own property. You know,
I'm guessing not in the tower.
I don't know.
Was the tower like this before he got the explosives from the desert?
We did not talk to that man anymore.
As you
And
shouldn't.
I think the bass player was just afraid to do anything with the pipe either. He was like, I don't know what this guy has done with it, so I don't know what I want to do with it.
Someone told me there's like elders that run Slab City though, right? Like they have authority over other people or something.
That much I don't know. It seemed the reason I say it was Mad Max-ish is because like it seemed like there were factions. Like there were some people who like kind of stuck together, and one guy came up to us.
Well,
He was-
yeah,
he
they're
was
basically
wearing
feral.
he was wearing a skirt the whole night,
Nice.
and he I think he had makeup on one eye, and he told us, you guys are more than welcome to come join us at the library. We can offer you a safe place to sleep and, you know, refreshing beverages and this and that. And we were just like, what is, like, safe place to sleep is
He's gonna eat you.
kind of scary.
Really?
I did not like him very much. We got there, and the drinks that they were offering us were these fucking room temperature what are they? Hurricanes. I think it's a natural ice drink. They were horrible. They're terrible. It was a library though. They had books everywhere, donated. They kept telling us to take them, and I was like, I don't know if I want to touch any of these things. It was so weird. It was just like this shack, but humongous and full of books and really cute dogs. And it was a gated area. They offered us their safe place. They were up all night. Mind you, we went to bed after a while, and those guys did not sleep, which leads me to believe several things about the area.
I think we don't have to touch too deeply on what that means.
But there was this guy there whose name I cannot remember. Another guy wearing a skirt.
Naturally.
His was a rather
Why
long
do you
skirt.
keep calling me Bill?
Someone accidentally called him Sir.
Oh, that
And
guy.
he fucking just started yelling. It turns out it's because he was in the military, and we were supposed to know that, I guess. And he did not enjoy his time in the military, I guess.
Yes, stranger I met in God's abandoned part of the desert. I'm sorry, I don't know your whole backstory.
It was a very bizarre time, indeed. I think the most funny part of that, though, was like waking up early in the morning because there's nothing else you can do there. And we thought we had this tour all like planned out. Like, yeah, dude, we got this. Like, we got this little griddle that we're gonna plug in with this little converter. This shit did not turn on. No one was able to make any eggs or any bacon that they wanted. Yeah, you can never plan for that shit. It doesn't work. You gotta have like a whole bus. It's the only way to go. And you gotta stay out of Slab City. We
Well-
left as soon as we could.
That's good. That's good.
Carlsbad was better. Carlsbad. That was a lot better the next day.
Well,
But there's Slab City.
as
Go
a
check out Salvation Mountain, though. That is cool.
close friend of yours, Angel, I'm very glad you did not die at Slab City.
I'm sure plenty of people have.
Yeah.
Or at least have done meth and never come back. So...
Because they move into Slab City?
Yeah, like that's just probably what you have to do once you're there.
You know what's crazy is like, I bet there's one book in that rickety shack library that's just worth a ton of money.
Oh, I know. What if they got like a first print Fear and Loathing or something?
Some goofy crap like that. They probably found like some Mark Twain unpublished book in the damn desert for all we know.
And they're just letting it rot away in the sun.
They're just drawing pictures of their god that wears a skirt and freaking mascara on one eye.
Dude, it is rather interesting, though, to see how all the places live. There's a sign out there that tells you if you keep going that way, you hit East Jesus. And it's just a big fucking art, I don't know, gallery, I guess. It's outside, and there's just tons of sculptures and paintings and so many different things that are just there. And you just walk around and look at it, and I guess you can donate if you want. I was expecting someone to come out and be like, what are you doing here on our property, boy? But I think it's made to be that, and it was that place was very interesting. I think if you can stomach getting out there and wondering what might happen in the desert, then East Jesus is a really cool place to see. Just have, I don't know, have a way out. Just have a car that can go through the desert. That was my fun story.
Nice.
That is a doozer.
One of many.
You went like I just had a fun trip. You went like danger.
That was like the second show on the tour too. That's the funniest part. We were just like ready to lose it all on the second day.
It's like danger for no reason too, because you guys weren't paid for that.
Dude, I mean, I guess it's one of those like live it up while you can, literally while you can. I guess I don't know. You don't know. I don't know of people dying out there. I'm sure it's happened. They say though during the winter it's a very poppin' place. A lot of hippies, snowbirds, just like traveling come through there and camp out for a couple months.
Do I smell Who Do I Kill Part 2? I'm gonna go with all them gyrating cougars are down there.
Only if a little bit opens up with a live podcast.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Can't do it.
I'll just can that idea right now.
Come on. We'll take the cat. We'll take a dog.
I've grown really attached to all my fingers and toes. And if someone has to tell me, I have a safe place for you to sleep. Like, I'm out. What you doing, Bootsy?
No, I get that. It was definitely, I'm not going to say I didn't have a little bit of like,
this?
kind of a little bit of dread going in. I was like, I've only heard tales of madness from this place, but we'll see.
That's the thing, too. Is there's a guy that goes to my church who, I don't know if I believe him or not, but he said him and his wife passed through there and they're like, were I guess trying to be like evangelical and going around and sharing the good news, And the elders of Slab City found out and like called him to the town hall or whatever is out there. I don't know.
The elders.
And was like, hey, you two need to get out of here. We're going to kill you.
That is pretty trippy. I didn't hear about no elders, but I guess I imagine what business would I have dealing with elders?
Yeah, I think the less you knew, the better going into that.
We just wanted to play some music. That's all.
Just want to play some rock music.
Yeah. There you go. Make yourself comfortable, Bootsy. I bet you got some good travel stories, but you're a cat and you can't tell us.
You find me living in the gutter.